Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. All right, so I'm super excited to talk to you guys about today's topic. As you guys can see by the title, we're gonna be talking about a couple different reasons why a guy might not commit and go into a relationship if you have gone on a couple of dates or you are kind of wondering why you guys aren't in a relationship yet. And sometimes when you're going through something like this, it's hard to actually find somebody to talk to. And if you do have a question, definitely leave it in the comments because I go through and try to just pick out questions that I see and answer them in videos in order to kind of start the conversation and have you guys just kind of figure it out and we can all talk together in the comments. So with that being said, let's not take any longer. Let's get into today's video and talk about why this person might not be wanting to go into a relationship. So starting off with the first one, everybody has their own story, their own like past things that they've been through in their life. And I think that sometimes when you're like meeting somebody or you're dating somebody and then you start to have these questions about why they do certain things, the past has a lot to do with the ways that they obviously act now. And so the reason that this is important is because if that person has been treated badly in the past, I think that that also comes forward and might be a reason why they're not going to want to commit and go into another relationship right away. And especially like with everything in life, if you get hurt doing something, I think that it's a lot harder to want to go back and do that again because you don't want to be hurt again. I know that like it can be hard to bring that up in conversation when you're talking to them, but definitely if it gets to the point where they're not just committing at all, then try to bring it up and talk to them about just maybe some reasons why they wouldn't want to commit. And then you might find out that maybe they're just scared to get hurt again. That's something that I think we just have to remember also, is just people have been through stuff in the past and that will affect things that they also do in the future. Moving on to the second one, which like if you've been going on dates and now you're at a point where you're kind of like trying to figure out if you want to go on another date or if this is going somewhere or if this person is just kind of like dragging you along. Another reason why they might not be committing to your relationship or wanting to just like be more exclusive with you is because there might actually be another person part of the mix. Now, if this is the case, then definitely it's going to be kind of a conversation that you're going to have with that person because obviously they can't be going out with two people at the same time. And if you're in the position where now you've been on too many dates, you don't want to go on another one if it's just like you guys dating and trying to figure things out. If you do want to be like exclusive with that person, they're going to have to figure out if they want to be with you or if they want to be with that other person. But I think just getting down to finding out if you are that exclusive person that they're dating, that's gonna be the most important part. Also, there's like ways that you can figure out if that person is being exclusive to you or if there is somebody else that's in the picture. And number one way to figure that out is to just ask them. The second way is to just like look at the little details, like do they actually tell you what they have going on in their life? Do they talk about anybody else? Are they paying attention to you when you guys are together and they're not just like always on their phone or texting somebody or doing something like that? There's definitely some signs that you can look for in order to tell if that person is kind of talking to somebody else as well. Definitely try to figure out if they're just kind of like playing the field right now and dating everyone, or if it's just you and they just have some kind of commitment issue. But that's the second one. All right, so moving on to the third thing, which is the person that you're seeing might enjoy actually being single. So sometimes this can be kind of confusing, especially if you've been on multiple dates and like you're wondering what the heck is going on. Why is this person like just bringing you on all these dates and nothing else is happening? And also if you're a person that like is kind of introverted and you're not asking questions, then they might just keep bringing you on dates and not actually wanting to like be in a committed relationship. So definitely try to like ask some questions, try to figure out what their motive is, and try to figure out like if they just enjoy being single or if they actually want to be in a relationship. But yeah, there are people out there that just like being single, they just want to date, they don't want anything serious. And if you want something serious, then you need to figure out if you're actually dating somebody that wants the same thing. Okay, so that brings us into the fourth one, which is he might feel like he's being pressured. And so when anybody feels pressured, I feel like it makes it harder for them to actually make a decision, because when they feel pressured, they don't know if they're just being pressured to say yes or if they actually want to say yes, and it just makes the whole situation a lot more difficult. And I know this personally from like past experiences of just like you going to do something and you're not sure if like you actually want to do it, and then you have somebody telling you like, hey, you should do this, and you kind of feel like, am I doing this because they want me to do it, or am I doing it because I actually want it? And relationships are completely the same. But when somebody does feel pressured to do something, they're most likely gonna take longer to actually do it. And so maybe just like ease off a little bit and see what the response is like. But I do think that people just get pressured and then it takes them longer. So keep that in the back of your mind next time you're trying to figure it out. All right, so the fifth one is that they might not be ready for responsibility, and the responsibility of being in a relationship and actually like spending time with somebody else and being with somebody else and caring about somebody else. Like all of those things, sometimes I think people get really scared by and really nervous. And when they don't want to have that responsibility, they obviously just push it to the side. And even if they are going on dates, in the back of their mind, they might know that like they don't actually really want that. So a really good way to kind of like figure out if this is actually happening is to ask them questions about like the future and where they see themselves and what they want and like the things that they enjoy doing. Like, do they want a family? Do they want to like travel? All of these different things I think will help you like paint a picture in your mind of what they actually want. And obviously like a relationship does have a lot of responsibility. So another thing too is that you have to kind of look at that person in that sense too and be like, okay, does this person actually carry themselves responsibly? Like, do they look like a responsible person? And if they don't, then it's going to be harder in a relationship, and there's probably going to be a lot of things that you have to work through. But that's just another reason why somebody might not want to commit, is because they might just be scared of the responsibility, which, I mean, if people aren't really ready for it, or if they're wanting to just focus their time on other things, then that's totally fine. I mean, everybody's got to have some responsibility at some point, but when it comes to relationships, you kind of want to make sure that like that person is actually ready for it. So those are all the things that I came up with for today's video. You are a little bit older and you've been dating for a long time and you're now like finally with somebody and you're like, why the heck am I going on all these dates and this person isn't wanting to actually go any further? Then I hope that this video kind of like you find some value in it and it kind of helps you out. So with that being said, that is today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are new to my channel, like I said, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.